What is up, guys? Welcome to Supercars of London. Hope you're having an awesome day and welcome to Eurospares. As you can see to my left and right, we have body parts for Lamborghini, Ferrari, Maserati and other specialist manufacturers, because you may have seen that I was over in Dubai supercar shopping for a cheap supercar that we could import back to the UK. The car is here and today I am collecting it, but I needed a ride over, obviously. And that ride was not Sam. I'd love it to have been seen through glass because obviously he is a massive Ferrari fan, and that is a hint of what is to come on the Supercars London YouTube channel. But I was left with him.
At this point, they've all turned off. I'm buzzing to be here.
Yeah, this is a mega exciting day. We found a car in Saudi Arabia, and we've imported it back to the UK. It's gone through customs, everything's been cleared, it's been MOT'd, and it is now being fully insured under my insurance for me to drive home today.
I can't quite get my head around it. I've actually been involved in a lot of the WhatsApp messages. Yep. Seeing different types of cars. I'm like, no, you can't do that, or that and that. And then I've actually seen it go into the container. Yep. To then come back to England and seen every bit of the way. Yeah,
well, there is a lot of footage to come. As we show you the car, I will tell you the story about how it got loaded onto the container, how it arrived at Southampton, and how it got to Eurospares. This is not like a normal car collection. We've been to dealerships, we've collected our new cars. This is something totally different, and the coolest bit about all of this, it's still running Saudi Arabia plates. It still has Arab plates on it. You've seen the car?
Well, yeah, have I? You know, I've seen the car. You haven't.
Oh. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do, we're actually going to go to a special room at Eurospares first, because Eurospares do buy a lot of cars, but they buy cars to break. Now, I think it is safe to say that this is the most interesting department here at Eurospares, because every time I come here, they've got different supercars. Archie, what do you think?
It's mad.
How ridiculous is this?
Just seeing shunted cars is like...
It's a completely different perspective of seeing supercars, right? But this...
It just freaks me out about them so much.
Here's an F12. Yeah. So basically, cars come here where they've got specialist mechanics, and they will take the cars apart, salvage and recycle all of the good parts that have not been damaged, have not been broken in a crash, and then throw away the rest of the car. We've got... That's a Urus right there. But there are going to be so many body parts on that car that can be
cap's still in condition, is that right?
That's fine. There are so many parts on that car alone that can be reused. Like with this Ferrari F12 as well. It is insane to see supercars in this condition, and also quite sad. But at the same time, these cars are helping other supercars stay on the road. And I think that is the most important thing to take away. Now, Eurospares buy a lot of supercars, but together, Supercars of London and Eurospares have bought a car that is not coming to this room. It is outside. Shall we show the viewers what supercar we have imported from Saudi Arabia?
I'm actually buzzing.
You ready? You guys ready? Are you ready?
I'm born ready, mate.
Oh, we know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Eurospares Ferrari 458 Italia. Here we have a Ferrari 458 Italia that is wearing Saudi Arabia plates in the United Kingdom outside Eurospares in Essex, and I'm insured to drive this in the UK and in Europe. It is left-hand drive, of course, but this is the most ridiculous thing in the world, because today we welcome this car to the Supercars of London YouTube channel, and this car is going to be living outside my flat, but we are obviously going to be spending a lot of time here at Eurospares, because this is the most exciting bit and the whole reason why we have this car. Because Eurospares have got the most ridiculous depth of stock of parts, when I show you the specification of this, we're going to be speccing this car again using the Eurospares stock. So the car is white, we've got scooter rear shields, yellow brake calipers, gunmetal grey 5-spoke wheels around the front. Just look at that, we've still got like the number plate here where the Saudi Arabia plate has been taking off the car. So I think we should probably unscrew that before we drive it on the road. It'll look a little bit messy. But have a look inside. I'm going to sit in this car for the first time.
I'm going to go around the other side, mate.
Okay. So we've got the battery here where I can imagine it was on charge. Oh look, this is the front Saudi plate there. As you can see, Ferraris work at their best inside, with the right specification, with a load of carbon fibre. This car has got no carbon fibre. But what that means is the legends at Eurospares and the amount of stock that they have, we're going to drive this car into the warehouse as it is, and then drive it out of the warehouse with a load of carbon fibre. So we're going to be taking all of their stock. That was really loud. We're going to be taking this car from its current specification, and we're going to be converting it all. We are going to have all of the carbon fibre driving zone. Everything is going to be documented. We can even get carbon fibre paddles here, carbon fibre steering wheel. You can get carbon fibre all on the dash here. You can have a carbon fibre central tunnel all the way through here as well.
There are also have some tissues.
Fantastic. This car literally has spent the majority of its last 2 months on a ship. So it got shipped out of Saudi Arabia, which we have all of the footage of as well. And then it stayed on the ship, landed at Southampton. All of the customs and taxes were paid, which we will get into in another video. This is just a reveal for the car.
I mean, it's chaos.
It's very, very unique is the right word, but it is, yeah, absolutely ridiculous. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the Eurospares and Supercars of London Ferrari 458 Italia. I cannot believe that I'm in the driver's seat of this car, and I mean, for the foreseeable future, this car is going to be living outside my house. I'm going to be able to do as many videos as I want on it. I'm going to be coming back here as many times as possible because there are going to be some amazing modifications. What I'm most excited about, you know, when you go and spec a new car, you go to the showroom and then you watch your car get made on a television when you go through the configurator. We've got the car, and all we have to do now is spec it up. So we are going to be speccing a car in real life. The car is going to be in front of us as we put carbon fibre on it, as we start playing around with the exterior of the car, and that is why Eurospares are involved in this project, because they have that opportunity to offer the unlimited specification on the Ferrari 458. That is what's so cool. So now I need to go back into the office, get the key, and drive home. All right then. Oh, this is so alien. But I'm in a left-hand drive, Saudi plated Ferrari 458 Italia, leaving Eurospares. A very interesting collection. Eurospares, obviously not a supercar dealership or a dealership in general. So it was a case of picking the keys up, doing the video, and that's it. But I am coming back to Eurospares in a couple of days' time, which obviously you will see the video of as well. The first few meters in the Ferrari 458, left-hand drive, which is a little bit odd. So far, no rattles. The indicator is working not that much. Have I made the wrong decision by coming in here? Maybe. This is what you call a memorable first drive in a Ferrari. Uh-oh. Jesus Christ, this industrial estate is busy. But we're going to get to grips on this first drive with just how good this car is. Because, obviously, when you buy cheap, you might not necessarily be buying the greatest example of a specific car. Oh, there are the valves. One thing I think that is also important to mention, yes, we did document the braking department from the Ferrari 458. This car was never destined for that department. Oh my God. What the hell? Oh, I'm in race. The whole car just went sideways out of that junction. So, this car was not supposed to be anything to do with the braking department. This is, I suppose, as good as it comes when you're looking at a cheap Ferrari. You're not expecting a pristine example, but at the same time, this isn't a crashed Ferrari. This is a well looked after car that actually, this car was owned by a member from Supercar Club Arabia that Ollie Webb, Mr. JWW, has gone on a bunch of tours, massive car enthusiasts and petrol heads, and this car is actually a very well looked after, full Ferrari service history 458. So we have got an absolute bargain that I can't believe that I'm now behind the wheel of, and it's still on Saudi plates. I feel like, I don't know what I feel like at the moment, but this is a crazy time. We're in December 2019, whilst the Michelin episodes are running on Supercars of London. We've also just taken delivery of a Ferrari 458 Italia. Right, we're now on a more main road. We're outside of where Eurospares are based, and I've started to get to grips with just the general pedal feel, the steering feel. Being on the left-hand side of the road, it is very alien, but actually, the one thing that I'm amazed by, let's be honest, from the outside, I think when I go into a little bit more detail about just in what condition this car is from the outside, it just needs a little bit of TLC. It needs a strong detail, it needs a good wash. The roof is actually wrapped. I thought that it was a black roof from factory. It's been wrapped, so we will take that off as well. But as a drive, and everything mechanical about the car, which is the most important thing, because exterior stuff, it can be replaced, it can be spruced up, it can be detailed, it can be cleaned. The actual mechanics of the car, the sounds that I'm hearing from the engine, from the suspension, from the wheels, from the brakes, from everything that is actually really important in terms of the driving dynamics of this Ferrari. Being a 2013 car, lived its life out in Saudi Arabia, and it is now in the UK to stay. It will have UK plates, it will be UK registered, and it will bear the P7 WSX plate to match the P77 WSX plate on the Lamborghini. Ferrari and Lamborghini next to each other. That's going to be really cool. But actually, this is a really nice example of a Ferrari 458. As I said, from the outside, needs a little bit of TLC. But that could easily have translated to the inside of the car, and it needed a little bit of TLC, a little bit of mechanical work. But there are no knocks from suspension when you go over speed bumps. There are no little noises that you're not expecting to hear from a Ferrari. And then the engine sounds bang on. So I think we have bought an absolute beaut when it comes to buying a car from the Middle East and shipping it over. Like, yes, this is a sub £100,000 Ferrari 458 Italia. You go on Auto Trader or Piston Heads, and they're probably going to be around £110,000, £120,000 for a left-hand drive car. So this is a bargain, and so far, the steering's good, the pedals, there's no real vibration or an unknown vibration that you weren't expecting. Everything is how it should be. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments whether you ever thought that Supercars of London would have a Ferrari on the channel, because if you had said to me at the beginning of this year, or at the beginning of starting Supercars of London, that I would own a Ferrari, probably wouldn't have believed you. See you soon, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.